all this beautiful love and light, and this spiritual path is beautiful, but you're going to come face to face with every part of yourself you've abandoned, every part of yourself you have judged and belittled, all the unworthiness, the doubt. You have to face all of that before clarity can truly arise for you. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about life and awakening and everything in between. I'm so happy that you guys are here and that you showed up. If this is the first time seeing my face, welcome. You are so seen and welcome here on my channel. If you are coming back here, I thank you so much for showing up again. It helps elevate this channel so it can be shown to more people and elevate more people. We're going to be talking about spiritual breakthroughs and what no one really tells you along this journey. This is a deep journey. It's a deep journey of awakening back to yourself, your truth, your authenticity. But there's a lot of misconceptions about this process. What's shared maybe in a lighter note, in the very love and light way, but we're all about depth and deep spiritual work and deep shadow work here, so we're here to do the work. Let's talk about breakthroughs not always feeling so blissful. When I first started my journey in 2018, like I've said in past videos, left a marriage. It was a very new marriage. We were only married for less than a year. But I was deepening myself and what I wanted out of myself, partnerships, life, the world at large. So a lot of things were dismantling during that first year. It was a lot of aha moments, a lot of awakening to parts of myself that felt good again, but also parts of myself that felt a little bit more dysregulated, how a lot of my anger and different lower emotions were really like running my life. And so when I first started this journey, it was like, you know, at least back in 2018, it was about the crystals and the tarot cards and, you know, this very love and light spirituality, okay? I love that in early awakening, you're waking up to parts of yourself and it can feel really good, right? It can feel like you're waking up to the truth and you're seeing things for what they are, and it can feel really good. But there's a lot of disillusion which happens in that sort of period, at least it did for me, because I felt, oh, like my life is gonna start, I'm going to break through and find the love of my life and live in these larger states of joy. And that's not really the truth, okay? Because when you're walking this path back to yourself and you were in a lot of hurt or pain or, you know, illusions about yourself and about your life, you're gonna have to become face to face with those parts of yourself that you abandoned and those parts of yourself, those masks that you have worn for so many years, those parts that innately aren't you, but you kind of use those masks to survive. You're breaking through, but yes, it can be love and light, and yes, it can be beautiful, but yet you are faced with some deep, hard truths about yourself. This can often bring up feelings of anxiety, confusion, feeling completely lost, being in states of apathy. This is real, you know? Every part of you that you abandoned is going to surface to be actualized. And it's not all gonna happen at once. You're not gonna be flooded with, you know, everything all at once, but it's going to come back. Like, these parts of yourself that you're going to need to face are going to come up. So this is something you're gonna have to work through. It's special work and it's deep work. It's absolutely necessary. In my last video, I talked about different methods to calm your nervous system. Nervous system regulation is so important, especially for these early stages. I wish I would have known that it was so important to self-regulate. I did not have those tools, so I was close fisting my way through like the first couple of years, because I was stuck in that love and light, type of spirituality, and I wasn't learning the integration in the tools to really calm myself in those states of deep dysregulation, anger, deep sadness. I had waves of such grief that I remember one day it flooded over me so largely that I was like, I didn't know what to do. They come in waves, and so having these deep nervous system regulation practices are so key. I went through so many in the last video. So the second point is very much you're going to feel very lonely on this journey. This is not an easy path. This is a lone wolf path in the beginning. You need to get settled in your body, see the things that are surfacing. This is a lot coming up. And what you're gonna realize is whether it's family, friendships, jobs, communities that you might have been a part of that don't resonate with you anymore, those are going to start falling away. The ones that don't resonate on this new path that you're venturing down. I know for me that very much did happen for me. I lost a lot of friends that I used to go out with a lot and lived that old life in, and it just didn't resonate anymore. I had to let a lot of people go. And through the years, it's been, it's hard to say, but I've had to let go of family members and different people on my path. You realize how special this path is for you in your expansion. So needing to pull in that more loving community, those friends that understand your path and that nurture you along the way, that's really important. So if you're, with family, friends, jobs that see you in an old light and, they don't understand this path that you're on, sometimes you gotta let them go. And that happened to me. I, had to stop dating. I had to, had to let some family go. I had to let go of some friendships I really loved. But this was about myself, and this was about my unfoldment. And so I had to honor that. This is that soul pruning process, right? This is whatever is not aligned with your forward path moving forward. It has to fall away. It can't stick around. This is living soul-led. This is living in alignment. Things are going to fall away, and things are going to come and go, but initially this is about your unfoldment, and this is about staying true to yourself and your path forward. The third part I want to kind of open up about is your mind is going to resist this process hard. Especially if your unfoldment is large and your path is really expansive and your soul mission is big. The resistance is going to be very, very strong, okay? The more radical, the more resistance, okay? Your soul sees life as this like huge world of expansion and growth, and let's spread your wings and fly, but I can tell you your ego sees change as a danger for you. So you're going to come face to face with some deep resistance, okay? This comes with doubt, judgment, looping thoughts. I know looping thoughts have been coming up for me recently. I mean, this resistance is in my life now. I am walking this path with you. I've walked these steps more than once, and you will too. That's another thing I want to mention is like these steps will surface and you'll move through this sort of healing process again and again. It's happened several times for me where I'm becoming face to face with all the looping thoughts, the self-judgment, the judgment of others, the judgment of my life. Like all of this is going to surface. It's going to surface before that clarity can arrive, right? Remember, like I said in the beginning, it's like all this beautiful love and light and this spiritual path is beautiful, but you're going to come face to face with every part of yourself you've abandoned. every part of yourself you have judged and belittled, all the unworthiness, the doubt, you have to face all of that before clarity can truly arise for you. But one of the things that I do, and this is a tidbit from Byron Katie's work. If you're not familiar with her work, I have linked her book below. But one of the things that always comes up for me is asking, is this true? If you have a doubt that comes up, I feel so unworthy, is this true? Where is that thought stemming from? Is it you? Or is it something that was told to you, or belief systems that you grabbed onto that you thought were yours because of the conditioning and the treatment that you got when you were young? This is self-inquiry. Okay, I talk about this in past videos too. Inquiring everything. Is it true? That's a really important question to ask when you're being flooded, right? with so much anger or hurt, or you're being triggered. It's just like, is this true for me? It's just taking that deep belly breath. Is this true? The fourth point that I kind of want to talk about is when things surface again. When you thought you've healed certain things and you're like, why am I having to work through this again? You feel like you're backtracking, okay? That has come up heavily for me in the last few months. I'm like, I thought I faced this. I thought I worked through this. What's happening? Like, why are all these feelings coming up again? And it's going to be different for each individual watching this video. It could be you have worked through this and it's coming back to see if you can show up in a new way. Can you take that deep belly breath? Can you say, is this true? And make the decision that it's not. Can you face that same trigger, that same thing that keeps coming up for you? Can you show up in a new way for you? It might show up for you if this is new and these thoughts are new. It's showing up to be really looked through again and really released. It's like, sometimes if something is heavy like unworthiness, we're going to have to be faced with it multiple times to see if we can move beyond it. So sometimes you feel like you're backtracking, but really these are the last tethers. You're working through it and you're healing through it. Just be present with it. Do that self-inquiry. Is this true? Okay. In my past, self-doubt and unworthiness were some of the largest looping thoughts. They have surfaced again. And I have to tell you, the more that I show up for this channel and for myself and empowering you guys, it empowers me to show up. To really show you that you can come to the other side of this hurt and this pain. With true emotional maturity, inquiry, and alchemy, you can become clear. You can work through a lot of these, reframe these, and sit in some larger, beautiful energy in the end. But it comes through that inquiry. It comes through truly being honest with yourself and working through all of these difficult emotions that come up for you. But a past teacher always told me, you have control over your thoughts and emotions. Don't let them run away from you. Don't let them overpower you where you're lost in that emotion and you're stuck. I feel like, it's like being stuck in mud. It's like you don't know how to get out of it. You have so much control. It's like when that emotion arises and you're going up the hill, and it's like you're gonna be run the fuck over if you don't stop the thought and stop the emotion at the top of the hill. You have so much control. So before you get overwhelmed, do that inquiry. Okay, is this true for me? Breathe through it. Allow it to be there. Okay, I said this in the last video. Allow your emotions to be there. They're allowed to be there. They want to be seen and worked through and felt. so that you can be relieved of them and you can feel lighter and you can really grab onto that clarity and those answers you're truly seeking for. And my last little tidbit is your gifts will begin to surface. When you work through all of these emotions and these triggers that surface for you, you'll start to embody your intuition. Your gifts will start to surface. You'll start to want to speak and teach and create. I know that's happening for me. I'm wanting to show up on this channel with so much more force and clarity. To be here to guide you guys. We're in these unprecedented times of deep pressure and purging and release and really needing to actualize this deep, authentic part of who you are. But you have to work through all that stuff. You have to work through all of those emotions in order to gain a lot of that clarity, okay? Trust those small nudges within you. Sometimes your spirit isn't going to be loud, it's going to be spoken in a whisper. So sitting in stillness, being a part of this process, giving yourself compassion through this process, always, okay? So we're here at the end of the video. I know this is a bit of a long one, but there's so much to embody here. There's so much to understand about this process of awakening, right? So I'm gonna give you some tools, some encouragement. In my last video, I did give you some practices, okay? But when you're in those deeper states of emotion, really doing those deep belly breaths, like I spoke in the last video. I talked about breath work in the last video. I think I said her name wrong in my last video. Her name is Michelle. I think I said her name was Erin. Michelle is incredible. I linked a starter breathwork video. I do them all the time. It's so special. Breathwork is amazing because the breath is what really puts you into the body and out of the mind. Like I said in my last video, those practices were key for me because I am so trapped in my mind sometimes. So having those practices of becoming more embodied and inside my body are important for me. They're vital. Breath work is very special. It's deep work. So go into that practice with a lot of space and compassion for yourself. Go at it very slowly. Another practice is shaking. Like I said, just if you want to shake those emotions and that density out, just put on your favorite music and start dancing, start shaking your body. I love a good dance shake sesh. It's my favorite. I just love to kind of like get in my body again. I do that through Kundalini yoga as well. That's another very deep practice. It's an incredible practice for me. I talked about it in my last video as well. It's not for everyone, but it's been a practice that again gets me in my body, out of my head, with fire breath and chanting and mantras and just moving the body and really centering the breath with the body work is just so special. And go outside. That's my last tip, is get off your phone. As much as I love you being here and you're watching this video, go outside, just put your phone down, put your feet in the earth, hug a tree, like I said. Just be one with nature. Just let the wind run through your hair, listen to the birds, ground your feet. I like to sometimes just rub my arms like this and do my deep belly breathing, just remind myself that I'm in my body, I'm in control. Healing is very deep work. This path of awakening is deep, and I'm extremely proud that you're on this path. I see you. I am you, okay? We're in this together. And I love to see so many people awakening and just embodying themselves again in their authentic expression and their authentic selves. It's so special. So to end this video, I want to give you a journal prompt. What part of me is trying to emerge right now? Sit with that. Maybe just breathe with it. Maybe nothing comes up for you, but maybe that's just a question that you can inquire for yourself. What part of me is trying to emerge right now? Okay. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. If you stayed till the end of this video, thank you so much. I hope you got so much out of it. I get so much out of these videos. It enlightens my heart so much that you guys are here and you're showing up for not only my channel, but for yourself. If you did like this video and you got a lot out of it, please like, share, subscribe, all the things. It helps elevate this channel so more people can see it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on another video. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.